What's up, friends, and welcome to episode 1 of Slab Searchin'. I had an idea for this little video series where I just take you along as I'm exploring up in the hills looking for cool rock slabs and rock features to ride down. Lately I've been loving free riding. It's super rewarding to me to be able to just go up in the mountains, way up there, away from everything, and find something gnarly to ride down. So I think in this series I'll take you along to some different locations that I've been scouting out so that you can watch as I explore these rock slabs and find creative lines. Some of these locations will be sanctioned trails, so if it's a sanctioned trail that is on trail forks, I'll drop the location. Other spots are not going to be a trail at all, just literally free riding, finding some random piece of rock up in the mountains to ride down. So for those ones I won't be able to share the location. So let's get the drone out and I want to show you some overhead shots of this area that I've scouted out. I think it's going to be sick. I think there's some awesome line options in several different directions that I could play around with and just get creative with it. Alright, so hopefully those drone shots turned out alright. Just wanted to kind of give you an overview of what the area looks like. Really excited about trying to tie some of these together. So I think that it'd be cool to start up top and be able to ride down here, get over to this slab, ride down here, and get all the way down. I think there's a few different ways I could go. I could go this direction. Gets a bit sandy here, but then there's a pretty steep slab there with a decent flat run out. I also think it'd be cool to start here and just crawl down the ridge. Maybe if I went along this ridge, actually that's a good idea. What if I started up here, went along this ridge, dropped down, came across, dropped down, and then ended down in that flat spot. That might be pretty cool actually. We're gonna play around a little bit and see what we come up with. All right, hiking my way on up here. That's the downside about this, is that it's a lot of hike-a-bike, but if you're like me and just want to ride something gnarly, then sometimes that's what it takes. So this first line I was scouting out was this slab right here, and then I was hoping that I could get to the bottom of this and take a left turn and transfer onto that ridge right there, and then drop down the backside. This first slab is not too steep, and pretty grippy. Not bad. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. So, oh my gosh. I almost accidentally sent it before I was ready. Okay, so that worked perfect. I was able to control my speed enough to get up on this. My plan is to get here, pivot. I want you to picture Ross from Friends while I say pivot. I'm going to pivot right here and hop, and then get down to this next slab, which will take me to that slab, and then I can take a right and go down into that flat section below. I think it's going to work out. Drone's recording, clock's ticking. So, let's see if we can tie this together. This way. This way. Yeah, that worked great. That worked. That was sick. When I'm doing stuff like this, I'm not just stupidly sending everything blind. I mean, I'm walking around it, scoping it out, and I try to compare it to stuff that I've done previously, and that just helps me understand, can I do this or not? I feel like the longer that you've been mountain biking, you really come to understand your own limits and like you can truly look at something and be like, okay, yes, I can do that. Or no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. But let's go explore over here a little, because I couldn't see this other stuff from down there. Man, I'm really intrigued to ride down this ridge, drop down, come across that flat piece, drop down again, and do kind of like a double slab. All right, this is my starting spot for this last line we're gonna do today. Man, I'm just so stoked about this spot. Super cool. I'm excited to bring some buddies up here and just lots of cool lines. Okay, so I'm gonna walk down this ridge and scope this out. Again, that's where I just rode down over there, taking it this direction. If I come up this way, I guess I could just come down right here. Maybe come down that and then follow along this a little ways longer. I need to find a spot where I can transition and go down that direction. If I went down this way, it looks like I could kind of make a path through there. Crab walking. Slippery. Gosh dang it. Okay. Yes, I actually think this would work if I came down right through this path. And then, oh yeah, I mean, it's pretty chill on the backside of this, but just adds another roll. And this is kind of a cool view from the bottom here. So yeah, just right along that top, come down here, and that'll do it. That worked. That worked. Alright friends, thanks for tuning in for episode 1 of Slab Searchin'. I really liked this zone that I found for this first video. Let me know down in the comments below, did you like this style of video? I've got the next episode of Slab Searchin' coming out soon, so if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to check out the description below for some discounts on bike products. Thanks for watching, we'll see you guys in the next one.